Getting Hardaway Suck T back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. We here for a good time, not a long time. Greatly appreciate everybody sliding through. If y'all could right now take this time to hit that thumbs up for your boy. I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time today. Want to hit y'all with this tad bit of information. I'm here with a little dejecting news, man. I'm noticing like boxing picking and choosing, right? I'm noticing like boxing picking and choosing who they let do what, who they let get away with certain rules, how certain rules apply, how certain rules apply to certain fighters, right? But not necessarily to the other fighters, right? So we all know Devin Haney. Just real quick, right? Devin Haney put in a request to keep his titles, move up to the next division, fight a champion, and come back down to his division. The request was denied, right? Jermell Charlo is moving up. Jermell Charlo is moving up, and he's facing off against Jermell Charlo is moving up, right? And he facing off against Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? In the undisputed versus undisputed title fight, right? And you would think that they would let Jermell Charlo, keep his straps. Well, news just came in. Well, news just came in that Jermell Charlo will not be allowed to keep his titles and fight Canelo Alvarez. News came in that the moment that Jermell Charlo steps in the ring, the moment that Jermell Charlo steps in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, the WBO will be stripping uh, Jermell Charlo, and they'll be appointing his title to Tim Tszyu, right? That means that if Tim Tszyu is appointed that championship, meaning if Bud Crawford decides to move up in weight after defeating Errol Spence, right, the WBO would allow him to become, the next person in line to fight Tim Tszyu. So this very well, so they're taking the WBO belt from Charlo, giving it to Tim Tszyu, and if Bud Crawford decides to move up, Bud Crawford would then be next in line for uh for a fight. You know what I mean? At that 154 title. Now the crazy part, now the crazy part is, they let Canelo Alvarez move up freely. You know what I mean? They let Lomachenko move around freely. Canelo Alvarez had a couple different fights, you know what I mean, and was able to keep his belts. So my thing is, why can't Devin Haney? Well, I know y'all like to kiss Canelo feet, right? Y'all don't necessarily feel the same for Jermell and Devin because they look like you, right? So they don't necessarily need to do it, but it's cool, it's cool when Canelo do it because he the God, our Jesus Christ, right? And we love Canelo, right? But we know how to rationalize, right? Everything else. But why is it good for one and it's not good for the other? Are you gonna tell me that? Are you gonna tell me that you get the expense, you get the you get the you giving Canelo the benefit of the doubt for what? Because he's undisputed. Each guy each guy in this thing is undisputed. It should be. This is really what's wrong with boxing. There's really no set of rules, right? It pretty much the sanctioning bodies can do what they want to do, depending who they want to do it to. Depending who they want to do it to, they can pretty much move how they want to move. I think it's blasphemy, right? I think it's blasphemy that Canelo Alvarez could not fight a guy for. Actually, I ain't gonna use Canelo, right? Let's say Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo. Let's say that Jamal Charlo, right? Jamal Charlo got the WBC. He ain't been stripped. You know what I mean? Canelo got the undisputed title, took a loss. He ain't been stripped. Lomachenko actually stayed in the same division, moved over, and he ain't been stripped. My thing is, man, if it's good for one person, it should be good for the other, especially when they both are considered undisputed champions of the world. You know what I mean? It's like these sanctioning bodies, these sanctioning bodies pretty much extend the olive oil. These sanctioning bodies pretty much extend the olive oil to whoever they want to extend the olive oil to. You know what I mean? And I'm not upset. I'm not upset that they're taking his belt. I wouldn't be upset, right, if they did it to everybody. But it seemed like they're only doing it to our champions, the Devin Haney's and the Jermell Charlos, right? But I digress. I digress. This does open up the door for Bud Crawford to step up and get that fight at 154. You know what I mean? If I'm maybe if I'm Errol Spence, right? Since we contractually obligated to fight again, and Bud said he has no problem with it being at 54. If I'm Errol Spence, maybe I let Bud have that one fight in between with Tim Zoo, get that belt, and then we rematch at 154 for the WBO title. Unless they got a different route, which they probably do. PBC got a different route for Earl Spence, WBO, WBA, WBC, or whatever, like that. But I digress. I ain't gonna hold up y'all time too much longer. The moment that Jermell Charlo steps in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, he will be stripped of his WBO title, no longer being the undisputed champion of the world. But that's all I got, man. Skin the heart away, Southern T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Love.